Hello to everyone. Welcome to Gentlemen's Gathering episode 23. What a big number. I feel like it's on the way to 100, right? We're almost a quarter of the way there, and what a great number, right? Michael Jordan's number, it kind of goes and then with what we're going to talk about today. So, one quote by Michael Jordan, I can accept failure. I can't accept not trying. And that kind of goes along with what we're going to talk about today. How to be a better person, as well as how we can be a better us, right? So let's get into it. The first thing we need to understand is how we want to act or be perceived, or how we really want to go about doing things. One thing being, do we want to be respected? Do we want to have authority over certain things or aspects of things that we do, right? It just all depends on how we want to be perceived. Now, I'm not sure how you want to be perceived, or what type of person you want to be, or what you want to accomplish in your life, right? So I go to the basic goal. Well, how would you want your kids to act? If you're a mother or you're a father, or you are just a person like me, right? Just someone who doesn't have kids yet, but how would you want your son to act? How would you want your daughter to act? Act in that accordance. For instance, would you want your son to be a bully, or would you want him to be responsible and respectful towards others? Would you want him to play nice and be the funny one or an interesting guy, or would you want him to be lonely and sad all the time? It's just about how you want to be perceived, right? Because we all have different motives in life, but we can all go a different path. For instance, I would like my son to be responsible, not lean on anybody, be patient with things that may anger him, and I want him to be happy. And that's the type of person I want to be. So if I want him to be like that, I have to set an example and be the leader for him to see how that stuff is accomplished. It's a little bit harder than saying it, right? You have to take into account with every step you take, you have to really focus on meaning it and doing the right thing and watching what you say and do. But that all just comes with figuring out who you are and determining who you want to be. One question might arise is, what type of morals will you want your child to have? Would you want them to have the moral of opening up the door for a woman whenever he's going inside and they're meeting at the door? Do you want him to hold it for her, or would you want him to shut it in anybody's face? Would you want him to open the car door for his wife, or would you want him to pay for the dinner? And these are all things in a relationship, right? But these are just morals for the relationship and how he is to act in accordance to his morals. So we must stay focused with the morals that we set for ourselves, because for the following generations, that's how it will be perceived, and that's how they will see us, as how we act, and that's how they will act, because that's all they know. Some may change and they may go against what you think, and they may develop their own morals, right? They may become their own person, and they will. So understand that if you don't give them a proper upbringing, or if you don't give your hypothetical son or daughter the morals that you want to have, are you really being true to your morals? So you need to stay in line with what you want to get done. When you say something, mean it. When you do something, make sure it's morally honest and correct, and have integrity to understand when things aren't right and you need to apologize for them, or have the integrity to stand up for what is right and what you're supposed to do in a matter of, something that you may not even want to do, but it's having integrity and being honest and genuine, no matter what the occasion may be. So setting good morals for yourself is how you can start to be a good person. And when you understand your morals, you will have boundaries. And when you have boundaries, you will understand when you are going towards something that isn't necessarily your path. It isn't where you want to be. Because you'll say, hey, for example, let's say you want to be the best seller at the office. And for lunch, these people always go out and get a drink. And then they come back and they're kind of slow to work. Now, you've done this a few times, right? We'll say you hang out with these people. You've done it a few times. But this week, you started your no morals. You have the integrity and you found your path. Now, when they ask you to go to lunch, go out for lunch, and you're going to say, no, I have an objective. I know what I want to get done. And I can't go out for lunch because I have to finish what I need to get done because I know where I'm going to go. What I'm trying to say is that once you set boundaries, you will understand where you're supposed to go and you will learn who you are supposed to be and what you're supposed to do. And then you'll become responsible. It's all about setting morals and the type of person you want to be. It's like having a rule book for yourself, crossing off the things that you don't want to do and things that aren't going to get you to where you need to be. Change the mindset to be the person you want to be. So figure out who you want to be, right? Who do you want your son to be? Or who do you want your daughter to be? Or who do you want your daughter to find in a partner? Or who does she look for in a partner? Does she find a guy that's rude to her and yells at her and tells her to do what she needs to do? Or is she with somebody that's going to respect her and be honest to her and treat her properly? Now that's how you should treat your wife. That's how you should treat your girlfriend or your partner. If you want a son who is a leader and respectful to others and can do all things in his power and finds a way to, and he's responsible and respectful, right? And he's good with his money and he doesn't play video games all the time and he has respect for his time as well. Now that's who you should become. See, all these things are based on you and it will be a generational impact. You have to figure out what you need to get done. Set morals, become responsible, and become the person that you want your sons and daughters to either be with or be. You can do this. Stay dedicated and disciplined and focus on what you need to get done. Thank you for your time.